The rain has given way, the air is cold, the ground is white. Listen not to smatterings on the pavement, but the crunching of frozen grass. People dress in hats, coats and scarves in fright. Many just wish for the peril to pass. Think not of the risks to metal. There lies salt for those who wish to test their mettle. Rather be like a child who'll be happy and giggle as you feel on your nose the cold having a nibble. Summer is gone and winter will pass. I can promise this frost isn't to last. Water from the sky again. How bored I am of malaise. Yet I found it had stayed in place. That affixed my gaze. Winter, she had me out again. White fingers in a tempting wiggle. Hear the scrunching under my feet, and the snowflakes on my hood they bleat. The cold, it bites, I don't care. I wait too long to see. O winter, how she tempts me. For tomorrow the white will flee. The hours will wind on. The world sleeps and dreams and snores. The days stay unseen. I found these shoes of old wear out in time. Their life, so long lived, now has come to an end. The days before were filled with steps to climb. Off to the tip I will now sadly send. Plastics and fabrics in unholy blend. But soles are worn, the tongue is frayed. Succeed they did, intact my feet have stayed. Being sat on my sofa, I hear my voice's reverb. Oh, the dullness, it absorbs myself, and away the time will go. Rescue me, soul, for moments like these strike fear. Even encroaching deadlines have anxieties to leave. Definite stalling, euphoria denied, of which there's little recourse, constant anger to and fro. Master this feeling I have not, for all I become is boredom. A day of love is a day to cherish, a day to pay for roses. Deny such gift and your love shall fish. Yes, partners are known to turn their noses. A scam, you best be sure, shelves stocked so that you can't ignore. This day of love is but one of many. Truly anyone will nod and agree. That true love should be expressed on any day, not just for ones that has cards that say. So, for a special certain lovey-dovey someone. For some, this kind of attention leaves them undone. Yet to miss one day shows a love's lost power. Okay then, fine, I'll go and buy the bloody flowers. Sits in the fridge, pizza. From the dinner, there's a spare few slices, I waken you. Breakfast was there, it's true and wait. Hunger easy to sate. Cold is better, so great for morn. A soul weary and worn. Cereal waits in scorn. Pizza. Stuck in place and out of thought, my creative well is dry. Minutes drag to hours, ideas are not spry. Dwindling ink scratches, notice life still moves by. Writer's block is a hell, demon sprouted wings fly. If I can't escape, I swear to God I will cry. Weather grows wet once more, from the sky falls rain. Stand in it and feel its embrace, as it will rinse out a soul's stain. Fed puddles and droughts now dead, torrents of showers are the river's bride, the unyielding rush of water, where cancelling thoughts collide. Thunderous patterns soothes the mind, a helping hand to find sleep. Dreams in the summer haze ruined, children sit like teabags and steep. Tears of the skies like cries from a widow, drops fall upon the window pane. It's short and loud for one to play around, wide neck makes fingers hard to press a chord. Stoutness brings a beauty one can laud, once used to stretch you'll provide sweeter sound. One who plays will tell when this art was found, speak a truth of times they could not afford. Nights are plenty without one growing bored, a song can lift us high above the ground. Clive was the cook of the group, finding new recipes to stay in the loop. He held onions and chives too close to the knives, and now he serves finger soup. The time it marches evermore, its end no one can know. The sands run out and end their pour, dreams lost on faded flows. A chance will come, a chance will leave, take them or stay behind. Oblivion's axes they surely heave, your life the blade shall find. We watch spring finally arrive. The trees are green, crops start to thrive. Polite chants said by happy men, at last it's warm outside again. Livestock taken back to their fields, stretching from hill to glen to glen. Renewed by the new life it wields, at last it's warm outside again. Tea no longer huddled around, it sits on the table and waits. Lawns mowed so mugs lay on the ground, at last it's warm outside again. Even better, we people strive. We crawl out from our hardened shields. Look out, the sun shining around. At last, it's warm outside again. The world around me still smells green, despite all the pollution seen. No life shall give in, embrace death's old grin. In ruin, wild will clean. Life for man has changed. We can hold wrath in our hands. Sweeps, eats, death follows. Yet from this death breathes new life. Warmth invites, food cooks, we thrive.
Daily, a task repeats, in no end, tedium. Pride taken, grunts given, no end. Daily.
Forever it feels out of my control. I sit back and feel the world rush by. But I feel energy that's plentiful. Yet I'm stuck in place, still and dry. I sit back and feel the world rush by. Life's busy with perceived adult growth. Yet I'm stuck in place, still and dry. This stagnant soul is something I loathe. Life's busy with perceived adult growth. I'm always half asleep with tire. This stagnant soul is something I loathe. The dampened wood has tempered my fire. I am always half asleep with tire, but I feel energy that is plentiful. The dampened wood has tempered my fire. Forever it feels out of my control. The now we live in is all we know. The illusion of an existence unedited. The future is cloudy, the past lost in flow. Once was a time we lived, now so long ago. Memories fade and get distorted. The now we live in is all we know. Our grandchildren, we hope, have a bright tomorrow. Our grandparents seen as generous with tales unwanted. The future is cloudy, the past lost in flow. It's hard to let a fascination go. Old stories that I mourn will be forgotten and dead. The now we live in is all we know. We depend on a hive mind's glow, forgotten existence from before we were all connected. The future is cloudy, the past lost in flow. Diaries are important books to stow, for families who beg for the voice of those long dead. The now we live in is all we know. The future is cloudy, the past lost in flow. The simple life of rolling hills, so far removed from aching pain. Yearning, I find, always astray. I wish to hear birds sing again. Greens and blues and colours renewed, I feel a certain urban stain. I wish to live a life so cleansed, before I give the mills my brain. All I want is a cuppa, so make one I shall. Click on the kettle as I drop a bag in the mug, check if the milk is foul. All I want is a cuppa. Pour the water, hear echoes of heat waver. Spinning and colouring, waiting with a scowl. Squeeze out the bag to steal its flavour. Add the milk to taste and enjoy the drink now. Steep not, I am in no patience to be a waiter. Feel the relief in every swig. Wipe the stress from my brow. All I want is a cuppa. For we know the trees, oh they will fall. The sky will slip away, dumbed cries. Watch, we lie and say, trees are like us. An unsamed demise, weak in self-right. Above the ground and within the sky, fluffy sight or streaky patch on high, rain or shine, I still see them all fly. Thunder roars loud and makes others cry. Their shapes are chaos, yet I keep staring, still caring, no matter how hard I try. Yet another early start. Hellos are replaced with yawns. Colleagues claim to be sober as they drink their fix. Arm grazes a stinging nettle, hypodermic hair-like needle, stuck and break in the skin. Histamines in such are released, a mild allergy unleashed. Itches now begin. No matter what, life always continues. Take it in stride or as oblivion, because deep down we do see what renews. There's really no such thing as carrion. When journey ends, more rides the pillion. Find in the soul what brings out the smiles. Human means more than data in files. The beauty is in the uncollated. The silence of now, or noise at last whiles. I hope that you find yourself elated. This little thing is halfway through. A lot learned that I never knew. On my journey, I must confess, there's a lot I already found out too. I can't keep a rhythm, but it burns a hole. I want to write, oh really I do. What I somehow learnt the most is how to find the right photo to brew. Awful, miserable heat, paired with some real nasty humidity. More waves strike me, I bleat. I was once a friend, now I won't miss you. The anger, the denial, the self-importance. Mindfulness would be lost even if it hits you on the head. Talk from a set of cheeks seldom exposed to the sun, a face reminiscent of a person's most intimate garden. I won't call it a good riddance. Rather, I wish luck on whoever crosses paths with you next. I know for certain they're going to need it. Years pass, and yet I feel this way still. Teenage love is dizzy, a spinning stone for the mill's flower. Others can't bear to be together, I can't be apart. We have grown a tree where they have a windowsill's flower. The heart's fire roars with aching passion. One odd glance and the smile grows, a skill's flower. Eyes of crystal blue that can pierce to the core. Lasting impact on my soul's dough, it spills flower. The ink blots on the page from shaking hands. The shaking pen draws our days with the faraway hill's flower. Time, it slips by too fast. I find myself fighting to tread water. The days pass, the page numbers don't. I feel drowning in my soul as I'm stuck. Dust gathers in the project, the next words keep getting louder. I really need to catch up before I fall behind. Some days are busy, some idle. Others I simply cannot stomach the effort. The words, oh, they still call for me, sometimes at the most inopportune points. Whether I'm scrubbing the pot full of ideas, or rinsing clean under a shower teeming with creativity. I enjoy what I do, make no mistake, yet the mounting pressure of the written form never lets up. I really need to catch up before I fall behind. Maybe there is no problem outside of myself. I admit that I slack, get sidetracked, or distracted. The call of the lazy is sometimes louder than creativity. Maybe I ascribe too much pressure to myself. This is not something I do for money, not yet at least. There is no real punishment that I can get from failure. Still, I really need to catch up before I fall behind. From birth in snow to trials in fire, I fear I may never know peace. I will not live under a liar, but I still miss the warmth of fleece. Dread and pain have me sunk to my knees. I've lost so much of myself already. I need to see what's left, please, to know how much I'd lose and stay steady. Stupid socks, bought in binary bundles, slowly some solo their stocks. Frustration, picking out pairs pleases naught, matching merryless motion. Wash when wed, together tucked, trouble told, dry duos don't drift, I said. Light shoots in like from a bow, illuminate the inside and glow, taking me to a waking yawn. Do listen to the new day's dawn. To you from there light will go. Watch the world as you stare through your... These hazy summer dreams I feel drag on, moisture in the air and breeze in the moors. Heat so gentle and sun brightly shone, gates will squeal, warped wood jams up tightened doors. Those memories and dreams shall awake and gone, replaced with gloomy skies and dampened floors. When I awake, the world's outside life is grey, so I await the next time dreams can pray. Weather grows wet once more, for time it marches evermore. At last it's warm outside again, awful miserable heat. But I still miss the warmth of fleece, greens and blues and colours renewed. When I awake, the world's outside life is grey. But I feel an energy that is plentiful. Stand in it and feel its embrace. To kick a habit sucks. The shakes still hurt so bad. The taste still lingers. Money saved, breaths remade. Listen not to mind's nag. We have lost so much to date. No longer does nature sate. Soft leaves into metal plate. Metal roars with thunder great. Electric flows with powered gate. We realize when it's too late. Powers spy on what we do. Thoughts filtered through online grates. Home, plane, Poland, holiday, trip to remember. I wish that I learnt more Polish. Oh, so sold. It's all for sale, so I'm told. I see, silt. Dusty windows show my face welt. Tal, talk. The waves warn of doom's coming walk. 2 months too early. Eyes deceive, surely. Those lights. Pause and leave us be. It's not time to see those sights. Our October plea. Halt the Christmas tree, you shites. We have two. We only use one. One is a spare, so the other is redundant. Left treated as doom. They favour the right, when we really shouldn't care. This is nobody's plight. Practice and train to use. You'll never fail as left and right. The little white rabbit with the great sharp teeth nibbled the ground for flowers but chewed off its feet. Instead of tears of agony, the rabbit cried with glee. Hopefully these feet will now finally be lucky. The rabbit hopped along down the forest road and met a fox who had just licked a toad. Will I be, said the fox, croaks held in its toes. Either this thing's strong or I've a meal and 2 lucky mementos. So the fox drew closer, snarling teeth locked. But when the rabbit winced, we waited, then looked down in shock. The fox hadn't bitten him, the loose feet had their luck. Instead, the fox gnawed next to the rabbit upon a decently sized rock.
Halloween, time to scream, grim beloved. Pumpkins carved, spirits laughed, darkness grinned. Celebrate, life is great, start to end. Waves roll with no start or end. They watch all, from love's blossoms to one's final rest. We come once more to mourn the soldiers dead, as we have for more than a century. A war that should have ended further war, but it only caused more conflict instead. Great yellow deserts to places so snowy, our pride blind from urge to fight evermore. Will we find salvation from our doomed selves? Can the past show us how to truly be? Will we ever leave violence's jaw, or are we destined to be names on shelves? Graves more. Stuck in a voidal shadow, caught inside my screaming mind, an agony from within, unable to find the word. The opposite of a glow, reaching to the core to find. Perhaps I need to sleep in, or something else should be heard. The brain is no place to know, its secrets we are all blind. There must be a reason to pin, where my soul is a caged bird. Birth in snow to trial by fire, I fear that this world knows no peace. I burn but miss the warmth of fleece. A queen corrupt, filled with ire, she'll wish we burn on a pyre. You are my only help, it's true. I refuse to trust a liar. I only wish that I told you. Food for the people, it's used more than ample. From sandwich to steeple, excess made health trample. Water, salt, flour, yeast or starter sour. Prove bake for an hour, carbs turn mood less dour. Aesthetic, to describe a beauty of design. Anesthetic, a substance to dull sensitivity to pain. Therefore, one can assume that for something to be truly beautiful, it must be agonizing, whilst being ignorant to it will leave you painless. Cruel world, tough times, rough folks, smiles missed. Try existence, dry the tear, go for goals, you can win. Listen, not untruth, exists in hidden, found by eyeballs, choose to follow. Hoodwinked, bamboozled, and memed. Nits, nonnet, and only tenants stink. A year of projects, a year of stress. A year of crossed horizons through all of this mess. Skills grown, time shrunk, ideas drown as I'm word drunk. The world spins fast as my keyboard sits idle. When I'm busy writing, time feels both slippy and still. I've given up hobbies, more or less, to devote my spare time to linguistic jest, rolling hills of wording and dialogue that's fine at best. This year ends better than it started for us that wrote. Now we have new fields of fiction for us to dote. Stick around because yes, the poetry's over, but the exploration of meaning is really not. A new year of work dawns for furious ink blot.